Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about it. And I'm doing this video because I want to share a conversation that I had with Miss Natalie Pierre. She's an MP out of Burlington who deals with the provincial stuff, provincial issues, including courts and justice system. So I guess, after getting passed around like a hot potato from different members of the government, I get in contact with Miss Pierre. And surprisingly, the thing that I like about Miss Pierre rather than Karina Gold is that I know Karina Gold, she does with the federal types of issues, but federal issues, with this whole mess I'm entangled in with this Kitchener-Waterloo courthouse and these judges who have engaged in major judicial abuse, deleting, altering documents, lying on endorsements, the corruption. I don't think there's ever been a corruption allegations in any courthouse like the ones that I'm dealing with. So the thing is that I like about Miss Natalie Pierre there, she at least had the decency to call me back, and we had a conversation, and I'm going to be sharing that conversation in this video. But I'm going to be straight up. I think Karina Gold is absolutely useless. I've been told by her junior peoples on the team, her people, I guess, that they would bring up my concerns to the Minister of Justice, because ultimately this is where my concerns need to go. I'm being stonewalled like crazy, and I'm being left with the option of just going public, which I never anticipated I would ever have to do. So Karina Gold has not had the decency whatsoever to take the time and talk to me, a resident of Burlington, unlike Miss Natalie Pierre. But the conversation I had with Miss Pierre didn't really go anywhere. I asked her for help. I asked her for a conversation with the Attorney General of Ontario, Doug Downey, who I think the one time he responded to my emails, he just said to me, like, what city do you live in? And that was it. That's the only time Doug Downey has ever gotten back to me. But this major court corruption, these court clerks who have completely disregarded the rules and laws they were sworn to uphold, this all falls under the authority of Doug Downey and Miss Natalie Pierre. And they're not helping me. They are not essentially doing their job. They're too busy. Well, Doug Downey, I know he's too busy taking photo ops, spending taxpayers' dollars, and he's really good at ignoring individuals who have dealt with this type of extreme judicial abuse, court clerk incompetence, court clerk misconduct. So I'm on this journey just basically to try to get some help. You guys have seen in the previous videos, we got the government now trying to shut down my YouTube channel. And simply, I'm just trying to get some direction, some assistance, because we all know filing complaints with the Canadian Judicial Council do not work. You look at their 2024 annual report, 100% of their complaints got dismissed. They gave 3 warnings. They have their military lawyer, Robin McKay, former military lawyer Robin McKay, who's sitting there putting up these barriers and stopping complaints to get through like mine and every other complaint he's done so with. So they have this really broken and corrupt complaint service over at the CJC. So I'm just, like I said, I'm doing this video because I want to share a conversation I had with Miss Natalie Pierre. And I am thankful that she at least had the decency to call me back, unlike Karina Gold, who refuses to, because God forbid anything like this will hurt her image. I noticed that as well, like Doug Downey, Karina Gold, they're just really good at photo ops. They're really good at group photo ops, spending tax dollars. But they're both really good at, as well as not helping individuals from the public who is dealing with these type of bullshit situations, and then they're refusing to help me get to get my voice out. You know what I mean? Because why? It's going to hurt. It could hurt the hundreds of millions of dollars that are being misallocated, that are being misused, that are being abused, that are practically getting stolen from Canadians. The average Canadian pays 54% in taxes, and it's going to these broken, corrupted court systems. When you have someone like me who has compelling evidence of judicial abuse, and you guys, if you've been following my journey, my channel, you know what's been going on. So listen to the conversation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that Miss Natalie Pierre was helpful, or could have she done a better job? I think at one point I asked to raise my concerns with the Attorney General of Ontario, Downey, and she kind of stonewalled me. So let me know what you guys think. Did Miss Natalie Pierre do a good job handling my phone call and concerns, or could she have done a better job? Thank you guys for watching. This is another video from Let's Talk About It, and this is my conversation with MP Provincial Burlington Miss Natalie Pierre.
Hey Nat, hey Miss Pierre, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Yourself?
I'm okay. Thank you for calling me, and yeah, I was looking to, I guess, speak to you just about some live issues I've been kind of going through for a little bit here.
Okay, how can I help?
Well, there's I guess where can you help is basically I need to bring some concerns up to the Ministry Attorney General about some major judicial abuse, about some major judicial misconduct, about a very broken, biased, and corrupted Canadian Judicial Council. I can tell you that I was unlawfully dragged to family court for 3 years with a woman I was never married with, had children, or lived with, or had any domestic violence with, ordered to pay $110,000, going up against a lawyer who possibly got his license out of a cereal box, who's under prosecution. Yeah.
Did you have legal representation?
No, I didn't need legal representation. A lot of people ask me that if I had legal representation, and when you've got judges blocking out 2 pages of transcripts, you got judges deleting endorsements, which constitutes as forgery. When you've got another judge the trial judge, who ran a trial, gave me 24 hours notice, who ran a trial on a restraining order application that was never signed. A trial schedule endorsement form was never filed with the courts. These judges blatantly abused their judicial power for no good reason. I'm a licensed electrician by trade. My bank accounts have been frozen for 13 months because of a psychotic, unhinged lawyer. There's a lot of live issues here, and I was told that yourself, the MP that deals with the provincial side of stuff, can help me out. So I'm just looking to get some assistance from you.
Sure. So what I can do is I can give you some resources to follow up with the courts and to file an official complaint. So I would suggest, first and foremost, you contact the Ontario Judicial Council if you believe that there was a judge's conduct that was improper. They don't review or overturn judicial decisions. So if you're looking to change one of the judge's decisions in the past, you have to appeal it through the court system. And for that, I would say that there are options for you, either to seek legal representation or to contact legal aid. If you
none of that works.
Are looking at
To be honest, none of that works. I've exhausted all of my options. We've got major issues with this Canadian Judicial Council. I need a conversation.
Not the Canadian Judicial Council, pardon me. It's the Ontario Judicial Council.
And I thought they don't deal with complaints against superior court judges.
No. I think what I'm hearing from you is that you have concerns around inappropriate behavior, misconduct,
big time,
and breach of judicial ethics. Is that correct?
big time. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought the
That's
Canadian Judicial
positively.
Council oversees the complaints of Superior Court judges.
That might be federal. I'm speaking to the Ontario Court of Justice.
And what did I was okay, but the thing is, I think this is the problem is this Canadian Judicial Council who's dismissed 3 complaints for bogus reasons. I need to, and here's the thing: the Minister of Justice and the Attorney General, particularly, are getting in the way of my concerns. Like I'm not trying
The
to.
Minister of Justice is federal.
Okay.
And there's also an Attorney General at the federal level and the provincial level. So I can give you some resources provincially around how to work with the Ontario Court of Justice, and I'm happy to send those to you.
I've lost complete faith and trust in these public servants, and these complaints don't work. I can tell you right now, I filed well over a dozen. I'm dealing with a few live issues. Complaints do not work, and I'm not going to waste any more of my time filing complaints. They don't work. I think the only remedy, if I can't get the help I need, like that I'm asking and requesting for it's just going public. That's the only way. And I really don't like to go that route. I just I need a conversation with the Ministry Attorney General on the provincial side. Because the family courts, I was unlawfully dragged through family court for 3 years. I lost 3 jobs. Like I said, I was contributing to this city and to this province significantly. And I just had a bunch of abusive judges, one in particular. And that judge is Justice Michael Richard Gibson, the only judge sitting in the Superior Court who has his judicial training from the Canadian Armed Forces, and that's the problem right there. No one sees him doing any wrong. I've got this judge straight up lied on his endorsement, made comments that can't be backed up by any evidence, entertained a fraudulent bill of $160,000 of court costs that were never paid, hours worked. In fact, they admitted to paying $7,000. And now here I've got the only judge in the Superior Court from the Canadian Armed Forces caught red-handed abusing his license, abusing his powers, and I keep getting dragged into this Kitchener court, and he's got his hand in everything. So the next, I have to go, I'm frustrated. I'm pissed off. My bank accounts have been frozen for 13 months. I have a court order to pay money that was never paid. There was a fraudulent home insurance claim that funded all of this, that the Waterloo Police refused to investigate, that the Halton Region Police refused to investigate, and I'm at a breaking.
Why did they refuse to investigate?
Because I don't know. Why? You know what? I filed a complaint with Lika, and they got back to me. So that's the next thing. I'm doing a YouTube video on why filing complaints with Lika don't work. I'm going to be going into the details of that. I have the claim. My ex got paid $10,000 for a $500 broken door. She submitted this form at the family court trial, and this judge, Justice Gibson, didn't question it when that was brought to his attention.
So I can't help you with the judges.
No,
decision.
it's their behavior and their conduct.
Or the legal decision.
No, it's their conduct.
That would.
No.
Yeah, that would be.
No, I don't want that. I'm not requesting that.
Yeah, well, I can't help you with that.
No, I'm not asking that.
Some information.
Sorry, I don't know. I don't know if that information is going to help. I need a conversation with the Ministry Attorney General for the provincial issues I've faced. So can you make that happen?
I can certainly ask them.
There's no asking. It needs to be done. And I apologize for being a bit rough and demanding, but I need this to be done because we've got a major...
What is it that you're looking for? I'm not sure that I understand.
The Canadian Judicial Council has shown that they are biased, broken, and corrupted. I've got 3 judges caught red-handed, abusing their power, committing forgery. When you got a judge...
Okay.
Yeah, so that's...
So without knowing any of the details,
Okay.
so you have complaints about 3 judges
Yes.
and their behavior?
Yes. That's
And their
been
conduct.
dismissed. Yeah, and it's been dismissed, and these
And did you file a complaint? Did you file complaints about them?
they leave you in the dark. They don't give you an option. Like, even to appeal their decision, you have to email them. They don't put in there if you.
So those are 2 separate processes. One is an appeal process that I can't help you with
No, I
regarding
don't want the appeal.
the court or judicial decisions. What I can help you with is, if you're looking to file a complaint about the judges or have concerns with their conduct or their behavior, if they've breached their judicial ethics. For if you're looking to having, if you're questioning the judicial decision, then I would, that's a legal process that you'd need to appeal.
I went to the Court of Appeal.
And for that,
I've already been to the Court of Appeal.
It might be, you might consider legal representation.
I don't need legal representation. I got a bunch of crooked judges that just are abusing their powers. I went to the Court of Appeal. It's insane what these judges have gotten away with. And I'm not just some crazy person. I have everything that's documented. Everything is factual, and it's a disgrace what's happening in these courts and what they did to me. I was unlawfully dragged through family court. Ordered to pay $60,000 3 days after my 40th birthday from this psychopath judge. That's all he is, and it's just facts. And I'm upset. And my goal here is to have a conversation with the Ministry Attorney General, because I've sent emails over the past year to the Minister of Justice. I just want a conversation. The Ministry they're sending the foot soldiers from the Attorney General saying, "Oh, we're not talking to you because your issues are about complaints and appeals." And I'm like, no, it's not. I want a conversation because the Canadian Judicial Council, this is not right what happened to me. I was unlawfully dragged through family court, and I've got 3 judges caught red-handed with some major judicial misconduct and abuse.
Okay, well, I can, here's what I can do. I can send you some information about how you can file complaints. And I can give the Attorney General's office a call and find out if there are other options that I haven't explored.
Well, they've shut me down for a year, so the only remedy is just going public. Sorry, the Attorney General. They're hiding behind emails.
So you've tried to contact them?
Yes, and this is in the public's best interest. Like, this is abuse. This is taxpayers' money being abused and misallocated. They are refusing because they don't want.
What did the Attorney General say to you?
They're saying that
communicate an email with you?
Yeah.
And have you shared that with my office?
No, I haven't, but they've said, oh, this is the Canadian judges are. We can't interfere with judges' decisions, and it's not. It's about their behavior. Well, I know. I'm not asking to.
Yeah, they're kind of 2 separate things, right? Mm-hmm. You know that. Yeah. So, okay. Well, you know what? I'll flip you out some resources. In the meantime, if you want to share the letters that you received from the Ministry of the Attorney General, that would be helpful for me.
Well, they're aiding and abetting judicial abuse.
Okay. Can you?
I can't. Yeah, they're just emails.
Emails that you've received. Yeah, just forward them in to the email address you have.
I need a conversation though with the Attorney General. And we need it to be.
Let's start. If you can send me the information, it will have a place for me to get started with the folks at the Attorney General's office. If you share with me what you have. Mm-hmm.
I lost 3 jobs over this, and I'm on the.
Take the next step.
Well, yeah, I can do that. I don't know how helpful that's going to be. It's just going to be a bunch of rubbish in an email justifying and denying my request.
It will help me. It will help me understand who you've been speaking with so that I can follow up with them.
Well, it's the request is clear. I need to speak to somebody from the Attorney General or the Minister of Justice. And the problem is they don't want to talk to me because of the evidence I have. And they don't want to expose what these judges did to me and how ignorantly and foolish they were to think they could get away with what they did to me. And I have a small following.
And again, so there's the remedy for that is to file a complaint to the Ontario Court of Justice. I'll send you the resources so that you can.
Complaints don't work because who like I'm a little familiar with that organization, but really who handles complaints against the judges in this? What you're suggesting for me to do, is it other judges, a panel of judges handling complaints with judges? Like who handles the complaints there? Because if it's judges,
I don't know the answer to
yeah. Because the problem with this Canadian Judicial Council, with LICA, with the Law Society.
Well, let me send you what I have for the province of Ontario, and in return, if you send me a copy of just forward the emails that you received from the Attorney General, then we've got a place to start.
Well, it's going to be I think you have an idea of what they've responded. I'll send it to you, but it's like.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, that
All right.
would be great. So it's just Natalie at Natalie Pierre MPP.ca.
Yeah.
And what's the best email to send to you? Just make sure I have the right one here.
Lee Dobson 528 gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Okay, and I'm just
Yeah, I'm like
confirm this is the best number to reach you at.
Yes, like I'm not here to
Yeah.
cause trouble. I'm
And
just here to
confirm
share.
Yeah, I just want to confirm we have your email address. So we have your email. I'm sorry, this is your cell phone number. Can you give it to me one more time? I'm just going to make sure that we capture everything.
647-771-3900.
3900. Okay.
And I do appreciate you calling me and taking the time. I'm sorry for being a pest. I've lost 3 jobs over this. At one point, I was in Windsor working at the battery plant, making $23,000 a month before taxes. You can only imagine my tax contribution last year, and because of these judges, I can't contribute I lost everything because of this, and this is not right. And I know it's hard. I just lost complete trust and faith. Because you can't go against the machine. When you got to keep everybody happy, and I'm just some little fish in a big pond. So, but the reality is that if they've done this to me, how many other people out there have they done this to, these judges? And I'm slowly gravitating. People are gravitating to me.
It's important to make sure that this information, that you do file the complaint, so that if there are complaints against one specific.
There's 3.
Individual,
There's more.
There's a record. So,
That's
okay.
Okay.
I just want to confirm your address. Is it 2081 Fairview Street?
Correct.
Yeah. Is there a unit number?
1505. Well, you know what? That might change, because I'm not even joking. I'm on the brink of homelessness and bankruptcy. My credit score is pummeled over 200 points in a year because of a lawyer who's being prosecuted by the Law Society Tribunal. And then you got these judges who aided and abetted. So that I wouldn't even write that down, because that could change. We've got a crisis. This province is falling apart, right?
Let's start there. And if your address changes, you just let me know.
Because I'm in the electricians union too, and they're in support of me, and they're saying go these options, and
Good.
There's 12,000 members there.
Do you have benefits there?
They're ran out. They've ran out. Yeah. I've exhausted everything. Counseling.
So you don't have any.
No.
Okay.
No. Next.
Sometimes through the trade unions, you may have access to legal services, which might be.
I shouldn't have to go that route, because this is the problem. Judges, they're gonna do this to people because there's not a lawyer. I have gotten very familiar with the family law rules.
I'm not drawing any conclusions about lawyers doing this.
It's just tough. This is a tough area. I can only imagine, no one would want to get involved, but the facts are the facts, and you know, I'll look for your email, but it's just simple. Like one judge, I think I've included in the emails, and it's this Justice Gibson, this psychotic Canadian Armed Forces judge who just didn't like me and just decided one day, I'm going to ruin your life. I'm going to force you to go to a trial with all these missing documents. These witnesses are going to get caught lying. I'm going to give you less than 24 hours notice, and I'm going to order you to pay $60,000 after your 40th birthday and make it a court order. And without any communication, this lawyer starts a garnishment application 72 days after. You know, I lost that garnishment when that lawyer filed no materials against this same Martha Ann Tweedy, who blocked out nearly 2 pages of transcripts, who's covering up a major judicial misconduct, and this Canadian Judicial Council doesn't want to investigate this. Like, I'm lost for words. So it's.
Well, let's start at the beginning. If you want to share those emails with my office, I'll send you some resources. Once I get the information, the communication that you've already received from the Attorney General, we figure out what the next steps are.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right.
Thank you
So much. I hope you have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care.